Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Josium Draws. This time I've done some new designs for some Pokemon trainer classes. I've designed three new classes that I thought was pretty interesting, pretty fun, and I'm just going to go through them, talk about my ideas about them, and see if anybody likes them. So to start with, I've got this new class here, which is the Astronaut class, and basically they would either be in a gym or around the region, and they would have like steel types or obviously fairies or Pokemon that would be referred to or in association with the stars and etc. So like as you can see like a Lunatone here, and we've got Clefairy or Clefable here, and you know it'd be really cool. I think a gym leader that would specialize in this would be really fun and cool. Um, so yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, it could be a gym leader, they could have Beldums or Metangs, and the whole gym could be like this space station themed kind of gym, kind of like the space station in Emerald. But obviously it'd be a lot more expensive with a lot more space themes. Like maybe you would have to jump over the planets, or there'd be like increasingly more trainers the more planets you are, or you would have to make your way around a model of the solar system to get to the gym leader, which I think would be really cool. Um, and you can see I've like done a full body and a kind of like upper body kind of like shoulder view. Like I think's really cool. Um, I like the way that these turned out. Um, yeah, I just thought it'd be a really interesting class that hasn't actually been done yet, and I thought it's a kind of a shame, so I thought I'd just design it myself. Okay, that's that one. Next one is the priest or the evangelist class. So I know we have like the sages in Gen 2, and we have kind of those kind of guys, but I thought maybe having more evangelist kind of guys would be more interesting. They would only use Pokemon that were like very strong, or they would use any that they think could achieve their goal. Kind of like Team Plasma, except a little bit more competent and not stupid. So I've got this guy, maybe you would have like these two different types of trainers, like maybe the head honcho guy, evangelist. He's got this Arceus type hat. My idea for these would be more like they would be evangelists for the Pokemon Arceus and only believe that it's the one true Pokemon God. So they would want basically they're kind of like an evil team, I guess, and their goal would be to basically eradicate or destroy all of the other legendaries in the other regions. So I guess you as the player would have to run around and track these guys down and stop them from, trying to get rid of Lugia and Ho-Oh and Johto, or try and stop them from getting Mew in Kanto, or stop them from getting Reshiram and Zekrom in Gen 5. I think that'd be really cool. Um, I like the way these guys turned out, like his big eyebrows and his sunken eyes, and he's kind of like old and crotchety, and I think it's a nice simple design, and I think it really works. It obviously it could be a lot better, but I like the nods to Arceus here in the hat and in this kind of cloak and their designs. I mean, let me know what you think, but I like them a lot. Um, I think they would get increasingly more difficult the more you battled them, and they would get a lot more crazy, and they would obviously have items and stuff, and so it makes it a little bit harder than a mainline game. But I think it would be way more of a challenge and way more interesting to do and fight these guys, and the story would be a little bit more concise. Because I know in Pokemon games the stories aren't so concise, but like in the case of Gen 3, but I think this would be really cool. Um, and I just like the idea of having this crazy evangelists going around trying to capture and destroy all the other legendaries. But that's these guys. Um, yep. So and the final class that I designed is the tribesman class. So this is a little bit rougher, a little bit more almost brush penny. Um, but I actually kind of like the effect it has. Um, Even on the shading here, I did some filters like with noise and stuff to make it look more like a marker that's been put down on paper. And I actually really like this effect. It's nice and grainy, but it's cool. It's got that markery effect to it, and I like that. Um, and so this guy's kind of mean. Now he's got like a beard and his flowing hair, and it's coming down here into a ponytail, and he's got these rippling muscles and stuff like that. And he's got his pokeball around his neck on a chain. He's got his little cloth here covering his doodads. But I like his nice, simple design. It's a little bit rougher with the inking, but like I said, I kind of like that. And I tried to give him stuff here that would, say that he's like a guy who lives in the forest and as a tribesman, and maybe this guy's the chief or something. I don't know. Because he's got like this Marowak club that he carries, and he's got these wraps around his arms that could be like Venusaur vines that he's taken, his ponytail styled in like almost like a victory bell kind of way. And I like how big he is. So maybe this guy would be like maybe a gym leader of the forest gym or something, or he could just be, part of this tribe that maybe you come to the forest area to catch Pokemon, and these guys kind of pop out the grass and they'll fight you with like some ones you can fight in that area, which I think would be really cool. So I feel like this guy would have like obviously like a Marowak or a Victory Bell, more like grass types, but he would also have some weird outliers like Growlithe and Arcanine, because I know tigers live in forests and stuff in India, so it'd be kind of like that. And then maybe you have to fight this guy at the end. Maybe he's telling you to get out, and if you can defeat him, you can come and catch some of the Pokemon, some of the wildlife in his forest and stuff like that. And I just added some like little shrubbies here, and even though it's a little bit more rough, I actually really this is one of my favorite ones. Even throughout the other two, I actually really like this one. He's got like a little Pokeball kind of like design on his cloth there, and you know I don't know why Nintendo don't do more of these kind of guys. I think this is far more interesting as a concept than some of their other ones, like shady businessmen or kind of just like hikers or backpackers. But actually putting characters in their environment as if they actually live there, I think would make it way more interesting. And like I said, this is an effect I really like on this one. But yeah, let me know what you think of these three new Pokemon trainer classes that I've designed. And any more ideas that maybe you have that you'd maybe like to see me try and do or draw or you know I think there's a whole lot of like different tribesman kind of stuff we could do, not just this, but like obviously like different jobs and a little bit more research into actual different tribes, like maybe an Australian kind of Pokemon trainer tribesman class where they would have like spider type ones like Galvantulas and Aridoses, because I know they eat spiders there, which would make a nice like kind of reference to that, which I think would be really nice, and maybe give them different artifacts from the ones they actually use. So like maybe I could have given him like a cloak shaped like an Arcanine's fur, and I could have made another one where they have like a hat but shaped like a Venusaur petal or something. That'd be really cool. There's a lot of different things you could do, but like I said, I really like this one, and I really like all of them. So that's the Tribesman class, the Evangelists class, and the Astronaut class. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. Okay, see you next time. Bye!